What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Boleros back here. It's just gonna be me and Gab. We have an emergency podcast. So today is Friday, May 6th. It's already 10 p.m. We just witnessed or watched the UP versus LaSalle do or die match. UP coming from behind, winning the final spot in the UAAP Season 84 finals, or they're going to face Ateneo this Sunday. Quick reactions. It's not gonna be a long podcast. Go, Gab. Start the conversation.
Well, first of all, for those who are wondering where Dale is, she's still having her BP checked in the hospital. I think nagka-hypertensive.
Emotionally, hindi
Oh,
na niya kaya. And
Hy-
physically, mentally, lahat na lang. Spiritually, hindi niya kaya.
hypertensive urgency daw siya eh. Yung nasa ER, nagpapababa na ng BP. Sobrang na-stress from the game earlier. Okay, yung going to the game, I think this game had the worst and the best of the UAAP.
Okay,
I
okay.
think
Sige. Let's start with the worst.
with the worst, it was I wouldn't say it was a beautiful game. It was an ugly game.
Except maybe for the
for the
last few minutes.
yeah,
Hindi,
except
pangit din
maybe
eh.
for the last. Actually,
Pangit
pangit
din
din.
eh. It's not like an exchange or anything. Okay.
For 3.5 quarters, LaSalle was winning. LaSalle had this game. I was saying UP was choking. They were choking. They rushed. Their shots were rushed. They missed their shots. Zave Lucero played like shit. Sorry, Zave, but he did. He had 1 point. Missed a lot of layups. UP was not executing. There were a lot of turnovers. Um, it's just a lot of boneheaded plays. Even towards the end, they had a lot of boneheaded plays. Remember that Malik Juf when that game was tied and then he got the rebound and threw it away?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Ah,
Tsaka yung mga unnecessary fouls.
yeah, unnecessary fouls by Mike Kagulangan.
Kagulangan.
Yeah. Di ko alam honestly paano nila panalo tong game na to. Well, actually, alam ko, it's more also LaSalle's fault. My thing is, how the score was 70-56 with around 5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, over 5.
5 minutes remaining. The final score was 78-74, so it was a 22-4 run in the last 5 minutes of the game. And up to that point, UP was playing like shit. They played like they had all the the pressure was on them, and well, they played it was since they were the number 2 team. And LaSalle, again, I message this for a Derek Pumaren team that loves to press. Why don't they have a press break? That's basically how they lost this game. They turned it over so many times to give UP so many chances to score. They didn't run any press break. That's like, their press break was the screen between the guards and nothing else happened. They couldn't inbound the ball. They couldn't cross the ball from half court. Uh, wow. And I feel bad for LaSalle. I feel bad for Balti.
Oo nga eh.
Diba?
Kurt Lohera din, graduating na pala.
Oh yeah, si Kurt Lohera din. Grabe. They had this game. I had no idea how UP came back. Yun lang.
Okay.
What a game though.
Naalala ko nga, just trying to remember our conversation with Dale, yung Telegram thread natin, no, na parang busit na si Dale. Dale was dying. Tapos I remember you said nga, this is a UP choke job. I have to admit, this is a UP choke job. And then sabi natin, okay, let's give him a time. I think that conversation, that was when they were up by 14, 16. And then for less than 5 minutes pa nga yun eh, actually. If I remember correctly, I think the time was like 4:11 or something like that. And then, slowly but surely they had their run. Ano yung mali doon? Like, what was wrong with Lasal there? Should they have put in someone like, I don't know, no, hindi, no.
No, no.
How?
I was actually thinking if you were, uh, they needed someone to break the press. Winston was struggling to do it. I mean, I get it. Yung Winston was the hot hand.
Siya yung hot
hand.
no? Yeah.
Yeah, he scored 25 points.
Yeah.
But I would have preferred that Manong Derek put in another guard. I mean, they had 3 guards already. They had Kurt Lohera, Winston,
Nele.
and Evanele. Nele yung on the floor. But they needed someone. I mean, Mark Nonoy's speed alone, I think, could have made a difference in breaking that press. I just don't get it, pare. There were 3 straight plays, even after a timeout. They didn't run a press break. Wala. As in, nag-switch lang yung guards. And then, wala. They're just trying to break free from their defenders. Nothing. Not a flash from the bigs. No additional screens were happening. But again, I guess that's a credit to UP also for playing excellent man-to-man, full-court defense and forcing LaSalle into those turnovers. And we haven't talked about Carl Tamayo, the balls on that kid. Nico Ramos, I forgot yung sinabi Nico Ramos, UP doesn't have a mayor, they don't have a congressman. They sure do have a king. I'm like, whoa!
The king! But hey,
Nico
ano lang yan sa inyo I just want to remind you and Dale when I'm sure she's listening when we post this. The 2 of you picked Lucero as the most important person in that UP team. I picked Carl Tamayo. No, I think kaya din si Tamayo, like tama ka, the balls of that guy. Having 4 fouls in the last quarter, but still being able to stay in the game and having a bad game before he,
before the 4th quarter, before those 5
10 points, diba? 10 points ba in the 4th or 12 points in the 4th?
Parang 12 points in the 4th.
Parang he only scored like what? 2 points? 3 or 2 of 11 from the field?
Yeah, but he finished points. He had 7 in the first 3 quarters. So 11 points. I think 11 points in the 4th quarter. Takeover mode for a rookie. The Gilas bump.
But alam mo Gab, feel ko like comparing then yung emotions ni Tamayo and ni Balti. Like I think si Balti kasi yung leaders ng Lasal, Balti and Lohera, they're relatively like chill guys. They're leaders by example. Na they just, give me the ball, I'll play my game, I'll lead by example. Wala silang like that energy guy like Carl Tamayo na like when he gets going, nanggigigil talaga siya and he gets his team going. I don't know, may effect din yun eh. Alam mo yun?
That's a good point, Sam. That's a good point because on the last 2 Lasal plays, they ran a pick and roll with Evanelli and Balti, the top of the key. Both times, Balti was open. As in, both times they blitz Nele. Coming off the screen, the big man followed. This was his first play. The 3-point shot that was blocked.
That was blocked. Yeah.
Oh, that was blocked. That was a pick and roll between Evanele and Balti. Balti had an opening, but Nele shot the 3. It was rebounded by Juve and then made the stupid pass back to Nele. And then, I don't know, it was Lasal ball again. And then they ran the same play. They ran the same play. Again, Balti was open.
Marami siyang mid-range opportunities.
No, he was open, but Nele didn't give him the ball.
Yeah.
Diba? I think that's to your point that Balti is not this guy who would say, amin ni bola!
Oh,
Diba?
walang
Like,
Mamba mentality, walang
yeah,
takeover
yung tama
leader.
kay si Carl Tamayo, like, ako na, ako na bahala dito. Ang galing. Again, balls. Sad for Balti kasi yung nga, he had opportunities. Like, if I was Balti, ba't ka tumitira? Amin na yung bola.
Oh,
Ako na bahala dito. Diba?
ako
Yeah,
boss
so,
dito.
good point there, Sam. Yeah, I think Balti, lumabas yung siguro
Timid
yung
and nice guy.
pagka-timid and nice guy ni Balti because, um, man, he had openings. He could have asked for that ball twice, even thrice
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
last possessions yung
Even
for Lasal.
even like yung mga shots ni Shawnee Winston nung fourth quarter were kinda forced to me.
They were, di ba? I told you
Nabuburat
about
yung
this.
dad ko. I was watching it with my dad. Tapos sabi niya, ano ba tong Shawnee Winston na to? Tapos parang ako, I was just giving him credit because he was the hot hand. Pero I think the reason why si Shawnee din tsaka si Nele yung tumitira kasi sila yung mas, alam yun, yung mas may Mamba mentality or like mas
Yeah.
willing, mas may balls to sort of like take over. Although I think honestly like it should have been Balti who was getting the ball every damn time.
Exactly. Diba? Ang dami niyang I was so impressed when they went up by 14. That was Balti, you know. He had this up and under in the post with the baseline push shot. He had the fade away from the free throw line. He was doing everything, and then they went away from him.
And I think ano important then to note why probably why Tamayo was having a bad game was because Balti was attacking him. And that's why he also had like 4 fouls na. I
Yep.
just feel like knowing that Tamayo was going to guard Balti and Tamayo having like 4 fouls, i-attack mo na si Tamayo, di ba? Get him that
Yeah.
5th foul. Get him out of the game. I
Diba?
couldn't believe it. Honestly.
Yeah, in the end, Lasal really choked. I thought UP was choking. Lasal choked more. Grabe.
Can
Go
we
ahead, go
say
ahead.
na I think we can say na the better team won this game.
Yeah, that's the better
I
team
think
won.
UP deserved to win.
The more composed team won this game. You could not put this on the refs. I don't think even if UP lost, you could not blame the refs because they were playing bad for 3 quarters. Now Lasal just can't blame anyone but themselves because one thing, press break. Diba? You're a team that loves to press. I can't believe that. You're a team that lives on the press and you don't have a press break. Pag pinress kayo, wala. Although, I have to give props to Mike Phillips. While you're watching this game was saying, why can't UP get a rebound? You know, yung palagi ang gulo. Ang gulo palagi. They always have to tip it or it goes out of bounds. Sabi ko, that's Mike Phillips. He's just everywhere. He's grabbing every rebound, tipping everything. Sayang. I would have loved to see Mike Phillips against Ange Kwame again. But we're gonna have Juf and Ange go out in the finals. Wow, sobrang sayang. Can't believe it.
Well, consolation prize na lang sa Lasal. Mike Phillips has 4 more years and his older brother has 3 more years. So matagal malaki pa rin sila, relatively big team pa rin. They're only losing Balti and Lohera, but obviously like big loss yun for them. Like those are two of their top 3 scorers. I think si Lohera is their 3rd leading scorer. I'm not sure. Balti ata is the leading scorer. So 2 of their top 3 leading scorers are graduating, so we'll see. I mean, maganda naman yung recruitment ng Lasal, so I'm sure they'll be able to recruit more people.
Yeah.
But I think it was theirs for the taking. They just couldn't.
It was
finish.
definitely theirs for the taking. 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters. They were up 14 14. And to your point about Shawnee Winston, I think we talked about this. I don't know if we talked about this on a previous episode or our conversations after the episode where after the first game where Shawnee Winston exploded, I was starting to get annoyed with Shawnee Winston. I was annoyed with Shawnee Winston at
Yeah,
this
yeah,
game.
yeah.
I mean, 25 points, okay. Then he had a lot of they were up by four double digits as he was rushing. And I was screaming uh, at the TV, "Why are you rushing? Waste time. You're up by double digits. Ba't ka nagmamadali? Di ba? Get a better shot. Uh, waste time. Why are you jacking up more shots? You had 4 minutes to go. Come on." Uh, uh, I guess ride or die with Johnny Winston, but come on, you gotta rein it in, man. You gotta rein it in.
Well, again, sa akin lang parang fine. Pagbigyan mo na, he gave you 25 points. Credit to UP then. You know, again, tama ka. They played a horrible game except for the last 5 minutes. And they still won with Richie Rivero sitting on the bench for that fourth quarter. Carl Tamayo not having a good game until the last 5 minutes. Zave Lucero scoring only what? 1 point for
It was
the entire
Alarcon
game.
actually and Abajano who kept them in the game.
Exactly. And then they didn't have Fortea and Cancino who are part of the rotation. No? So gulat ako na actually etong si Abadiano, hindi ko alam kung matutuwa ako sa kanya o mabuburat ako sa kanya eh. Kasi ang dami niyang yung mga tinatapon na 3-point shot. Pero yung iba pag crucial tres, pumapasok. Tapos lagi siyang may crucial steal. Pero ewan ko, paminsan nabuburat ako sa mga bato niya na tira na parang anong ginagawa mo? Minsan ganun
Maybe that's
siya,
why
eh.
he's not playing as much, diba? Yung kahit na bata siya ni Goldwyn. But I guess nung si Goldwyn parang no one's playing well. Okay, Jerry, pasok ka na dyan. Magbato ka lang ng mga
Bato ka lang.
Baka makahabol tayo. Nakahabol sila. Yung pati si Alarcon. Si Alarcon, ang dami ng tira. He was taking so many shots. Incredible.
Oy, pero si Abadiano, siya din ang if you remember, siya din yung nagpahabol nung first game, ah. 'Di ba nung parang same thing happened na they were down by like 12 last 3 minutes, last 4 minutes. Alam ko he had like a crucial 3-pointer and then like he scored on like a layup or something. Basta he was there when they made that run to sort of like get the game closer, 'di ba? So wala. UP was the better team. Natatawa lang ako. Ano.
Yung found money si Abadiano. Siguro nga, yung sabi lang ni Coach Goldwyn, walang gumagana. Sige, Jerry. Ikaw na.
Pwede.
Wala na. Diba? Oh, you were saying.
Natatawa lang ako kasi so Richie was on the bench the fourth quarter. Pero like after day one, parang siya
Diba?
Parang may ganun pa siya. Parang
yung mukha pa niya parang
let's go! Parang gaganin siya sa community yung post-game video. Tapos parang, tingnan mo to, parang akala mo Carl Tamayo yung dating.
Oh, you played like shit! You played like shit, gago. Wala kang karapatan mo yung magyabang ng ganun or mag-pump up ng crowd. Si Carl Tamayo, si Jerry Abadiano, si Malik Chuf, pero ikaw hindi. Zave was happy, but I don't think he was egging on the crowd. I mean, I think he knew he played like shit.
In fact,
so many missed layup.
In fact, meron ding shot nung mga last few minutes of the fourth quarter before Zave came in. May shot na parang they were doing a cheer ata and then there was a shot of the bench. Tapos nandun sila yung mga cheerleaders ng UPC, Webb, Spencer nandun, yung mga energy guys. And they were like cheering like intensely na parang I don't know what cheer pero makikita mo they were cheering intensely tapos parang nagka-clap sila. Tapos makikita mo sa tabi nila si Zave was like ganyan lang siya, parang he was dead. Kasi
Yeah.
I think he knew na he played poorly. So,
Yeah, he
yeah.
did. Uh, are we gonna do a preview or on
Yeah, let's
Sunday?
talk about that. So, okay. Top two teams made it to the finals Sunday. Last time they met, UP won by 1 point. So, may two factors doon. First is may confidence na si UP knowing na they already beat Ateneo, no? So, the last time they met, UP beat Ateneo. So, for them coming in this game, hindi naman siya twice to beat. It's a best of three. They're coming in confident, coming in from a win, come from behind win. That's good for UP. On the other end, Ateneo naman, you could also say na Ateneo, also coming in from a win, resounding win against FEU, will probably want to sort of show UP why they're the number one team, di ba? Gusto nilang makabawi, syempre, di ba?
Exactly.
So, I'm sure gigil din yung Ateneo to go up against UP. So, what are your thoughts on like game one? Who do you think will anybody to watch out for, or how do you think the game will progress for game one at least?
I personally think it's gonna be a close game.
Close game na naman.
Close game for uh the first half. I think.
Okay,
I
okay.
think. But I with the third quarter team that Ateneo is, I think they're gonna come out firing. They're gonna come out locked down on defense. Uh, and they're gonna show why they're the number one team. I think they have a chip on their shoulder. I forgot who said this. That loss from you for from against UP is just gonna light a fire under them, and I think it did. Uh, they're they're gonna show their dominance. I think for game one, just for game one. I'm not gonna say for the whole series. I think for game one, don't kill me, any UP fans out there. Don't kill me, Dale, if she ever watches this. But yeah, I think for game one, you will see a dominant Ateneo performance. That's half of me. That's half coming from the Ateneo fan in me, half coming from the basketball aficionado analyst in me that says that that knows that the culture of this Ateneo team is not gonna allow for them to lose two straight games against a UP team that, well, got one, upset them, uh, and they're, I think Ateneo's the deeper team, especially now with Cancino and even
UP, you
Fortea
mean
out.
UP is the deeper
Yeah,
team?
yeah. No, I meant Ateneo is the deeper
Ah,
team.
okay, okay, okay.
UP is more shallow now, given that Fortea's out and Cancino's out. I don't think
Babalik
you
na
could.
ata si Consino eh.
Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. I hope he plays. But yeah, you can't play that way for that UP did against LaSalle against Ateneo. Ateneo will just torture you. you know, uh, I think they will bring their A game against Ateneo. I mean, they're motivated. I hope. Uh, or they can't play the way they did a, a while ago for those three quarters. They will find themselves down by 30 if they play that way against Ateneo. Diba? I I think you would agree. They played like shit for three quarters a while ago. They
Yeah.
play that way for, against Ateneo. They're gonna be
Hon-
down by 20 or 30.
Honestly, hindi ko pinanood yung second to third quarter kasi parang what the hell UP. So I couldn't watch, kumain na muna ako. Nanood na lang ako nung fourth quarter ulit, to be honest. It was not bad for me. Sige. So Ateneo has won 3 straight championships. Siguro just to sort of like end this emergency pod. Nanalo na tayo 3 championships. Where does this current UP team stack against the other teams that Ateneo has gone up against? in terms of like the talent and yung coaching, yung strategy. Kasi I think UP is a very talented team and it's a complete team. But I think sobrang big factor din talaga na they have coach Goldwyn
Yeah.
Monteverde as their coach. Kasi you can just see the difference between, I'm sorry Coach Bo, pero the difference between
You don't
this
have to say
UP
sorry to
team
Coach Bo.
between this UP team and like the previous UP teams in like the past 2 seasons na sobrang stacked din, sobrang talented. But you could kinda tell na, okay, hindi to mananalo ng championship. Masyado silang ISO
Diba?
ball. Alam mo yon. But this one parang, shit, ang galing
They
ng
have
UP
heart.
team na to.
This team has heart. They work hard. Uh, I can. They're easy to root for because they play with a lot of confidence, and yung nga, may puso sila, unlike the previous UP teams na just if
It's
you're
just a
not from
bunch of
UP,
stars.
if you're not from UP, medyo masakit sila panoorin. Diba? Now they execute most of the time. Well, sometimes they execute, and most of the time against Ateneo they execute, and hopefully they do. I honestly want a good series. I honestly want a good game on Sunday, and I don't just want an Ateneo yung tambakan na game. I honestly want a close game, but uh, as to where it stacks, well, I think they're gonna come second to the still to the Embala Lasal, to the Ateneo
Embala
Lasal
Lasal
teams.
pa rin.
Oh, of course. I mean, that was the epitome of UAAP basketball. I think that 2017 final. I think you would agree. Every game was close, and it was clutch plays all around, and it was how do you say it? System versus mayhem. Perfect, perfect title.
I think, yeah, I guess it's just parang pag isipin mo on paper, parang galing na, ang sobrang stacked ng UP team na to kasi they have stars from like 5 different schools. Star ng NU, Tamayo. Star ng import ng CEU, Diof. MVP ng Lasal nung high school, Kagulangan. Star ng Lasal, Taft, si Richie Rivero. Sobrang stacked. Star ng UST, CJ Cancino. Grabe. And a good coach sa akin.
And a good coach. I think that's whatever Coach Goldwyn told them in the fourth quarter probably worked. They completely changed the game with 5 minutes left. Whatever Coach Goldwyn said to them was siguro whatever magic word that he put him, or whatever drinks, MJ6 secret stuff that he gave
Secret stuff.
the boys. Grabe talaga. One note though, observation by one of my friends who watched the previous Ateneo UP game. I wonder what they do with pick and rolls. Kasi a lot of the times that they would Ateneo would switch pick and roll, so Ange would be guarding a guard outside, and when they launch a three or launch a jump shot, Malik Juf would have Rafi Verano on him, or Dave, and he got a lot of offensive rebounds in the last game. So because Ange Kami was drawn out,
Right.
I'm wondering if either
They
I don't
decide not
think
to
Coach Tab,
switch.
you not to switch on pick and rolls, but I don't think Coach Tab would do that. I'm more clamoring to get more Matthew Davis minutes because he's a bigger body than Rafi Verano. I mean, diba? Just to box out, grab rebounds against Malik Juf when a switch happens. So yeah, let's see what adjustments Coach Tab makes. Although I don't count on him benching Rafi Verano. He loves Rafi Verano too
He
much.
loves Rafi. Yeah.
So Diba? He does. I mean, he'll,
Pero
he'll ride or die with Rafi Verano.
good point on Matthew Daves. I think magic bunot din niya yun nung last game sa FEU eh.
Yeah.
When FEU made their run, Matthew Daves, I think, scored or assisted on like 6 straight points
Yeah.
to sort of kill that run. So, actually, kahit when I was watching it with my dad, yun din sinabi niya. Sabi niya, bakit hindi nila pinapasok si Daves? Sabi niya ganun. Kailangan na lang malaki eh. So we'll see. We'll see if he gets to play more. Kasi again, just like again with UP, parang hindi nakalaro masyado si Gio Chu against FEU eh because he was a non-factor against Ujula. Sobrang kinakain siya ni Ujula eh. So I think that's why he put in Daves. So we'll see. Hopefully Gio Chu can bounce back. Sayang, we gave him a lot of props pa naman like in a previous podcast. So hopefully makabawi siya. But I love Matthew Davis.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll see, in the past, Coach Tab would put in Isaac Go with Ange Kwame or Ike when it was Ike to get two bigs in there. I wonder if it go that way with Gio Chu. Although I guess Gio Chu is that there to soak up, to let Ange rest for a few
Let
minutes.
Ange rest, yeah.
Diba?
Yeah. Wala talaga
Kahit
walang iba
kagaling
eh.
yung walang iba. Nung game against UP, we just say, okay, Gio Chu, and then nothing's happening. Okay, Ange, get back in
Ange,
there.
balik,
After 1 minute of rest,
wala.
Ange, get back in there. Props to the conditioning of Ange Kwame. Props talaga. He's playing almost the entire game and running around grabbing rebounds. We'll see. So
Okay, sige. So, any last thoughts on that UP Lasal game before we end this? One final statement.
One final statement. I did I did not know who I was rooting for this game.
Yes! Ganun din ako.
My mind was telling me, let's root for LaSalle because Ateneo will have an easier time against LaSalle. My heart was telling me UP because I don't like LaSalle.
Exactly.
Diba?
Exactly. As in, this is so funny kasi I was watching with my dad. Tapos, minsan nagre-react kami pag kunyari nakashoot Lasal, ganyan, or na-miss ng Lasal. Pero nagre-react din kami pag UP. So, nung last few minutes, sabi ko, teka lang pa, sino ba chini-cheer natin? Sabi niya, hindi ko, while watching intently, hindi ko alam, parang minsan napapareact ako sa Lasal, minsan UP yung gusto ko. Tapos parang sabi ko, din ako, confused na ako. Like, it's not clear anymore. I don't understand. Ganyan. That was funny.
I was so confused too.
Obviously, Dale knows who she's cheering for. Pero tayong mga Atenista hindi natin alam. But I think for me, like, sabi ko sa kanya, at the end of the day, wala akong pay, basta mag-champion tayo.
Yeah. And I expect a good game on Sunday. So what time's the game on Sunday? Is it 6?
4 p.m. 4
p.m. Okay. Earlier start.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So
we'll
it's Mother's Day, by the way. But we'll try to get a podcast at night. Anyway, holiday naman ng Monday. So try natin i-seeing it and then we'll try to get it up as soon as possible.
All right. So
okay.
That's it. I think that's it for our emergency pod.
Yep. So we'll be back.
What a game.
Hopefully Sunday night, Monday morning. We'll have Dale back then to talk about the first game of the finals. But don't forget, Monday is election day. Please vote
wisely.
Vote wisely. Vote for the right leaders that will genuinely care about our country and will really help the Filipino people. And don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe to the Boleros podcast. Thanks. See you on Sunday or Monday. Go Ateneo, OBF. Wala si Dale, so pwede tayo mag-cheer. OBF. See you.